Hi everyone, this is Ben from Oracle. Thanks for joining the Oracle Analytics Summit. Today we are going to see one of our top Oracle Analytics leaders. This is Alix Gade from Kaiser Permanente. Alix is going to show us how she implements Oracle Analytics Cloud on top of the HR systems. So thanks for joining and let's watch Alix.
Hello everyone, my name is Alix Gade and I'm a senior manager in the People Insights and Analytics team at Kaiser Permanente. Our team rolls up into the strategy function within human resources. Members of my team are responsible for delivering analytical content across a variety of platforms, and my peers are responsible for delivery of report requests as well as ad hoc analysis that is intended for a leadership audience. In addition to my day job, I've been leading the reporting and analytics workstream of the HCM cloud implementation at Kaiser. The platform has been internally branded as HR Connect, but this is not my first rodeo. Prior to my tenure at KP, I was a technology manager at Wells Fargo. I led a product evaluation and implementation of OBIEE, which at the time that we went live was the second largest. We delivered OBIEE to over 1,000 HR professionals across the country. And in our second rev of our product, we also did some extensive customization working with Oracle to blend GL data with HR data, really creating sort of the holy trinity. It was a really exciting project and it gave me familiarity with the Oracle Analytics product. I was so excited when an opportunity to do a similar project at Kaiser became available. My content today will be less technical than some of the other presentations, and the focus will be on Kaiser Permanente's Oracle Analytics implementation journey. It's going to be a very large project, and when we go live, we will be supporting over 200,000 employees and all of the activities that go day to day with managing an organization of that size. So hires, terminations, transfers, changes in leadership, position management, all of that is going to be captured in our analytical platform and be brought to our clients on a daily basis. A little bit about Kaiser Permanente. It's an integrated healthcare provider based in the Bay Area of California. It started as a service to keep industrial workers employed by Kaiser Industries healthy. For those of you not familiar with Kaiser Industries, they hold a special place in the United States and Bay Area history. By that, I'm referring to the shipyards in Richmond, California, where the Liberty ships and other military equipment was produced at a rapid pace during World War II. To this day, if you visit the old shipyard areas, you can still see an old wooden building with Kaiser Field Hospital written on it. One could say Rosie the Riveter received care from this early version of Kaiser Permanente. Today, Kaiser Permanente operates in the states of Hawaii, California, Oregon, Washington, Colorado, Georgia, Delaware, Maryland, and the District of Columbia. Kaiser Permanente hospitals can be found in Hawaii, California, and Oregon. In states that do not have hospitals, Kaiser services are available in medical office buildings, similar to an HMO model. And in states outside of the Kaiser Permanente footprint, it serves as a health insurance. If I need to go to the emergency room while I'm traveling, I present my Kaiser Permanente card as a guarantee of payment. Lastly, Kaiser Permanente is expanding into healthcare education with the formation of the Bernard J. Tyson Medical School, which will enroll students in its inaugural class in 2024. It's a very inspiring place to work. However, it is very complex. There are 3 distinct legal entities under the Kaiser Permanente roof: the nonprofit Kaiser Foundation, the Permanente Group Physicians, and health plans and hospitals. This drives unique requirements around data security as well as segmentation of employees. Additionally, the majority of Kaiser's employees are represented. Nurses, facilities workers, pharmacies, they're unionized. And the agreements between the employees are revisited on a set schedule, roughly every 3 years. These agreements result in pay and benefit rules that result in variation that must be supported systematically. At the start of this project, we had 55 start of work week definitions, for example. So we have a lot that we need to keep accurate when we think about our analytical system. Currently, Kaiser HRMS is PeopleSoft, and timekeeping is a hybrid of legacy IVR and Kronos. We selected Oracle HCM Cloud as the future state HRMS platform. When released, it will bring HR, talent management, absence management, benefits, administration, timekeeping, and payroll all together under a single environment. This has been a long effort. There have been boots on the ground focused on builds since 2016. We're scheduled to go live at the end of the year. Adding to the effort is the HR transformation that is naturally tied to the changes on the platform. Changes to HR business processes, rules, responsibilities, and ways of working have been redesigned to drive efficiency and quality. Much of what you see on the slide has been described previously. Kaiser's complex business environment has resulted in many systems operating long beyond a typical life cycle. Our legacy timekeeping system that employees like me utilize is a green screen. Transitioning our business requirements in timekeeping and payroll has been a full court press. We have implemented position management and an assignment-based model. All of these changes must be carried through to our integration with vendors, external contingent talent and recruitment platforms, and internal clients. This has been an epic journey, and reporting and analytics is downstream from all of it. Transitioning to the analytics portion of the effort, I'll begin with a value proposition an enterprise-scale platform will bring to Kaiser Permanente. I've described legacy environments, variation based on must-have business requirements, and other forms of complexity. And this flows into our analytical systems as well. Our current cadence of making data available for analytical purposes ranges between every pay period to monthly updates. We have multiple regional teams creating dashboards, sinking time and effort into the work to consolidate data sources. Managers, leaders, and HR consultants supporting their functions do not have direct access to data, and this lack of visibility obscures both data quality and insights. It's difficult to determine trends in absenteeism and overtime. In summary, there's a tremendous opportunity in the analytics space. I'm really excited about the capabilities of Oracle Analytics and the positive impact it will have on our clients. On our next slide, I have a current state architecture that we will implement. We're currently on OAC 5.5. We're going to defer upgrades to 5.6 and beyond until after go live. Supporting remaining Oracle HCM patches and program-wide QA are consuming the bulk of our time between now and implementation. We expect to transition to the Gen 2 platform after go live as well. To give a sense of the scale, at go live, we will convert 3 years of HR data, benefits elections that will be active in 2021, time card data associated with the prior 2 pay periods, and absence accrual balances. Once in production, we will run incremental updates each business day to refresh HR, absence, and time data. Benefits and payroll data will be scheduled to run with each pay cycle. Data volumes at KP are significant. For example, we collect 500,000 time card punches on a daily basis. And as we all know, hospitals are 24/7. Our pay cycle is split in 2, with half of the organization running 1 week and the other half running on an alternating week. One of our most complex business requirements is support of time card corrections and corresponding prior pay period adjustments. And the union requirements I referred to really do come apparent in our time, pay, and absence requirements. So KP requires an analytical platform capable of processing millions of rows, maintaining history, while also providing an application-like experience for consuming information. Staying on the topic of client engagement, I will spend a moment on the methodology for incorporating client feedback into functional design. Change is never easy, and change can be even harder when your client group is invested in a local solution or has a sense of ownership. So when I referred to the effort that's currently spent to consolidate and make regional dashboards, we knew we had to tread carefully. As an organization, we want to move HR consultants out of the data consolidation business and free them up to focus on higher value activities such as identifying and resolving emerging business issues. In order to bring them along, we invested 6 months into stakeholder engagement. We identified our clients, regional, national functions, and others, and grouped them by their functional areas. This informed the development of our user personas, the capabilities mapping, as well as user-facing content. Each month, we executed a build cycle in which we would develop prototypes of content by subject area. We follow a set pattern of collecting feedback and socialization. We started with our peers and the functional teams before rippling out to stakeholder groups representing national functions and regional operations. We were really diligent about tracking questions, feedback, and requirements, and this was essential for our credibility with our clients, as well as helping to create a sense of combined ownership for our future state. So we will now transition to a sneak peek of the content we'll deliver. I'm only sharing a few of our slides, not all pages. All of our visitors arrive at a landing page, which provides an overview of enterprise data. It's intended to provide a quick overview of the most important KPIs and highest priority visual representation, turnovers, hires, and internal comparisons across regions. Beyond the landing page, access to content is driven by our security design. Our user base is comprised of analysts, HR professionals, managers, and leaders. At a high level, these personas will have access to either a single content area, all content areas, or a combination. Similarly, we developed a step-up security design, which controls which people can view content versus who can actually create new content. And the content areas included in our implementation are displayed across the top of the page. We're using tabular navigation to allow users to navigate between content areas, and filters are present on each page. Our design includes a large number of filters, and this is to provide the flexibility our clients require to create the employee segments they need to analyze. We have a page that really represents the standard look and feel of our implementation. So content navigation across the top, and then page navigation within each content area. Filters for setting all of those conditions, and then KPIs to provide quick insights. And then below that, charts to provide an intuitive view of data trends. Based on the stakeholder engagement process that I described earlier, we've developed a starter pack of content to meet the needs of our clients. And we refer to this as delivered content. And we're going to drive the majority of our activities to these standard offerings. This will enable us to reinforce the notion of single source of the truth, while also reinforcing behavior consistently across the organization. That being said, we're extremely excited about the range of data available outside of delivered content. There's so much that's available in each subject area that we're very confident we'll be able to meet the needs of emerging business questions using the data that's available in OAC. Navigation is a key component of making these tools accessible, and I wanted to share how we're approaching this. Within HR Connect, we have developed a large inventory of operational reports to support end-to-end business processes. Similar to the security design in OAC, users of HR Connect will have access to reports and data based on their role and associated security. Behind each of these icons is an index page of reports that will allow access to a range of items with a single click. You'll also see a link that will take users to People Insights. This version that we're looking at right now is in QA and it's listed as HR Insights, and that's one of the items we're currently focusing on changing. In addition to these links, there will also be a link to People Insights from our internal employee portal. In a project of this size and scale, there is a lot of change. The reporting and analytics workstream would have benefited from deferring some of the build activities until the business process and associated HCM configuration was stable. There was pressure to demonstrate progress, and as a result, we took on some activities before we were in an appropriate state of readiness. This resulted in a lack of clarity, inefficient use of resources, and rework. From a best practices standpoint, the stakeholder engagement and current state discovery was a great way for us to ramp up, and I would recommend that you consider ramping up your effort while the source system configuration is in progress. Front-end prototypes and mock-ups can be done using Deckware to help define requirements around data needs, visualization, and security. Measure twice, cut once. From a soft benefit standpoint, direct access is a major efficiency play for us. We can reduce the number of operational reports we would otherwise have to create by providing access to OAC. In our current state, we have 70 flavors of demographic reports that we can sidestep by letting our HR consultants figure out who the radiologists are in Colorado all by themselves. From a hard benefit standpoint, we have focused on making it very easy to spot overtime. It's one of our biggest benefit opportunities, and we're striving to make it easy for leaders, HR consultants, and managers to understand how their area is contributing to the big picture. For the road ahead, recruitment data is one of the gaps we plan to close. We're very excited about DV and the ability to join external data. Client surveys, external benchmarks, and data from case management will inform our leadership around the employee experience and where opportunities exist. We're also very excited to grow the sophistication of our visualization as the maturity curve of our clients increases. We also look forward to collaboration with our clients. Regional business needs may become enterprise business needs, and we look forward to standing up a governance model that will allow us to easily incorporate best practices from across the KP footprint. In closing, I'd like to thank Ben, Jennifer, and the product team for the opportunity to share our story. Case studies have been very helpful for me and by extension my organization, and I'm grateful that we have this forum to share information. I also look forward to questions that you have and any opportunities we have in the future to connect. Back to you, Ben.
Wow, it was an amazing presentation. I'm looking forward to see more of our global Oracle Analytic leaders presenting. If you want to know more about this presentation, just ask your question in our Q&A. You can also complete the survey. And again, thanks for joining and thanks for watching.